Hey you guys, how's it going? It's Beginnings here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Today's video is going to be a Baldum video. It's been like a month since I've released my last Baldum video, so just trying to catch up on some of the heroes that I haven't made videos on in a good little bit. This is another solo queue game. Some people have been asking me to play with Zane more, but a lot of the videos that I am releasing are older videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Don't worry, there will be more content with Zane soon. No need to stress about it, guys. Anyways, we start on the same side of the jungle as our jungler, just because Nakaroth can go buff to buff, and it was actually smart of this work to start on red when they do have a Nakaroth, because it really just prevents the Nakaroth from stealing your red for free. We walk up here, we see that the Nakaroth is doing his blue buff, so we know he's not going to be on ours. We wait until the minions die, so we do not soak any XP from our mid laner, and that helps quite a bit here. Actually, you can see we win this trade on the Jinnar just because the Liliana was level 2 instead of level 1, so that helps us out quite a bit. We walk up here trying to make sure that they don't see us, but Lumber definitely saw us walk into the bush. All we're trying to do here is burst down the bird. We dash forward with our dash, but it wasn't enough damage to burst down the bird, so Morn will be securing that. Not terrible, it doesn't really matter. Lumber is playing really aggressive. We do not have vision on Jinnar, so I need to be kind of careful here just because I know that the Lumber and Jinnar will out-trade me. Lumber is going pretty ham. He uses his dash and then we both back up. Jinnar is coming up. I'm separating just to make sure the bounce doesn't happen. Lumber walks way too far up and I know he doesn't have his dash. He pops his heal, but my team is here. We will secure the first blood onto the Lumber. I'm chasing down the Jinnar, but my team turned for the other people, so we're gonna rotate up to help them out instead. Florentino so killed the Irie. The Nakaroth is going in. He gets stunned before he gets his ult off. He finally pops his ult, but he will be dying too. We get our toss off onto the Morin. We're doing tons of damage to him. We tank the tower a little bit just in case we needed to dive, but it doesn't matter because he died. He was screwed. Nice solid 3 kills for our team, and of course the Florentino getting 2 kills on his own completely. That was basically an ace like 2 minutes into the game. Everyone on their team has died at least once, except for who hasn't died once on their team? I'm trying to think. Everyone, right? Yeah, everyone on their team has died at least once. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, we make our way back down towards the bottom side of the jungler just because we know that Rourke's jungle clear is starting on the bot side, and so that's the side we want to be on. The Jinnar walks way too far up. We get a toss onto him, a nice little trade for damage. The Lumber dashes forward, but he cannot really do much damage. We see the Nakaroth is giving our Rourke a hard time, so we're rotating down to help them out a little bit. Irie pops their ultimate, but she's really not doing much damage. The Rourke takes out the Nakaroth. We toss the Irie back a little bit. She lives with 1 HP. Nope, she dies. We flicker out of the Darkslayer pit because the Jinnar is ulting and he's doing tons of damage. The Lumber and the Jinnar fall in just a second, and that was another really nice collapse from our team. Our team this game is actually fantastic. They have been collapsing really well. They're all watching the map really well. And Florentino is absolutely destroying his lane, so that is helping us out quite a bit as well. This is just one of those times where like the stars align and you actually have a good game. Anyways, we make our way back onto the map once again. Always, of course, following the clear of our jungle. See, he's going to his blue, so I end up going towards the top side. The Valheim was going ham, trying to solo kill that Morn. Doesn't quite succeed, but we do get the ultimate onto the Nakaroth. I ping retreat because I know the Lumber is there, and if the Valheim does commit for that, he could potentially die. The Rourke is here too, though, so the enemy team is running. The Jinnar takes so much damage, and the Rourke is going ham. We toss the Lumber back. We're helping out our Rourke a little bit here. We pop his Death Sickle, and we take him out before he kills the Rourke. We're going to go ahead and tank up the tower a little bit here just so the Rourke can go ahead and leave this tower safely. We can potentially push this tower here, but the Morn shows up. I wanted to go for a dive, but the Irie showed up as well. That's crazy that she rotated all the way across the map, but I guess it doesn't really matter because the Nakaroth did show up on bot side to defend that lane as well. Pretty good defense from the enemy team, but we still have 11 kills up on them to their 0. We have 7 out of 11 kill participation, and that is not bad at all so far. I think we have like the second highest. The Rourke has the highest right now, but that's, you know, that's just how it is with junglers and Rourkes, and especially snowballing Rourkes. I make my way up towards the top side of the map because I want to further put this Morn behind. I know he is their key to winning the game late game, and I don't want him to win. We get the toss onto him. Valheim follows up with the stun. He gets Morn ulted, but we throw down our ult to make sure that he doesn't try to turn it. We flicker forward, go ahead and slow him, then toss him into our Valheim. We pop his Death Sickle, and the Valheim will get the kill onto the Morin. Not only will we get the kill onto the Morin, but our team also managed to take out the enemy Lumber, and we're taking the enemy jungler's red buff, and that is great for us. I had a pretty good feeling that our team could win that team fight without me, so I just wanted to make sure we were putting that Morin behind as much as possible. I already said this like 3 seconds ago, but he is their key to winning this. We find the Nakaroth. We're just going to go ahead and take that Sentinel from him. He fails his dashes. We're going to bully him a little bit. Chicken is mad that he messed that up. We also see that the Nakaroth's blue came up, but I saw Liliana was getting ulted on, and I just wanted to walk up just to help a little bit. I can trade freely here because I know that Jinnar has no ultimate. I'm going to walk up with my jungler just to give him a little bit of space. Jinnar walks up again, but we find the Lumber instead. Lumber dashes forward and uses his heal, and that is great for us. The Irie and the Morn managed to kill the Valheim, but we traded the Irie, and that's also very fine. There's 2 up top. I pinged mid because nobody cleared that. Jinnar died because he rotated aggressively. I dashed forward and I hit somebody, but it doesn't knock them up somehow. We throw our ult out, but the Rourke kills the Morn instead. We're trying to help out our Rourke here, but the Nakaroth had the Death Sickle and it didn't really work out. He ended up dying as well, but it's fine. It was a 4 for 2 overall, I think, in that very extended fight. The Irie's here to clean the bush. All I'm gonna do is try to get a little bit of damage onto her, and we did actually manage to succeed with our red buff. We also got her ultimate out. She's really low, which means that she's going to be having a ton of pressure, or a ton of trouble trying to defend the mid tower. Florentino definitely could have gotten quite a bit of damage onto it, but I guess he just decided not to. He was going for the safe play, and that is fine as well. I actually prefer to go for the safe play most of the time, as you will see later in this game. My Valheim is camping, looking for something, but the enemy team doesn't chase enough for him to really get a play out of their chase. Morn is going towards the top side, and we see that. The Lumber dashes in, which is why we are going to be messing with him quite a bit. We get tons of damage onto him. The Florentino stuns him up and gets his full combo off. Liliana manages to secure the kill. Morn ends up getting solo killed as well by the Valheim, who was camping that entire time. A really nice job from the Valheim, knowing that the Morn had no stacks and that he would be able to absolutely destroy him. Our team has tons of poke damage between the Liliana and the Valheim. As you can see from that, Jinnar immediately losing half of his HP. We're going to go ahead and push down this mid wave just because they have 2 dead and 2 that are fairly injured, and it will not be a problem whatsoever. They are finally back, but they cannot do anything. I have my ult up just in case. The Irie is dashing in. She gets an ult off. The Morn flickers forward. We're stuck in the Morn ult. We get hit by just the tip of the Lumber ult, and we are forced to back off. Our Rourke immediately died, even though he had his ultimate up, and that was really unfortunate. We definitely could have aimed that ult better. I didn't realize that Irie had another dash up, and I did not expect that Morin to flicker forward like he did. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if he flickered forward. Maybe he was just really fast. Anyways, yeah, that was a great engage from their part. We definitely overgreeded for that mid tower. We could have just backed off or just not taken a fight, and yeah, we would have been fine. We wouldn't have died at all. We find the Nakaroth doing the dragon, and he does not want a repeat of that Sentinel, so he immediately backs off, afraid that I'm gonna steal it, obviously. We find the Jinnar alone in the mid lane, and he immediately ults, but we actually end up winning the trade onto him, even though the Lumber shows up as well. We have to clear this mid wave though, because our tower is really low, and that cannon minion could even kill it. I ping retreat because I have a feeling the enemy team is going to be collapsing onto the Rourke, but he gets the solo kill, and the enemy team does not collapse fast enough. The Nakaroth is waiting around doing absolutely nothing, so I have a pretty good feeling the blue buff is up. I immediately ult the blue buff, and I'm just trying to zone the enemy team until my team shows up. The Florentino shows up, the Valheim's here as well. Our Rourke is coming up. We toss the Jinnar back, he ults, but he's immediately destroyed by our Rourke. Our Florentino is chasing down the Lumber, but the Lumber dashes out. We even managed to pop his enchantment. The Lumber ults, our dash is canceled, but we can push down. We have the minion wave. We're hitting the tower. It's really, really low. We just need one more hit, but everybody dies. And I'm trying so hard to end the game, but I don't do any damage to the tower. Yeah, that was awkward, but don't worry. After we respawn, we're gonna go ahead and be able to... Actually, I'm not gonna spoil anything. You know what? Anything could happen in this game, guys. Oh my god, the Nakaroth's pushing down our bot lane. They have a wave. We only have 10 seconds until we spawn. They can end the game. No, they can't. We have people up. Yeah, the Nakaroth pushes down the bot's tower. They also get a mid tower, but that really isn't going to be helping them much. I said that they should be doing Darkslayer because that's definitely what they should be doing. I also have a pretty good feeling that the Nakaroth is doing it, so that's why I'm immediately running to the Darkslayer. The Morin killed the dragon, but the dragon does not matter. The Lumber throws down his ultimate, and he is going to die for it. He gets CC chained to oblivion. The Nakaroth was forced to drop the Darkslayer, and now is a really good time to do so. I want to do it, but my team actually just wants to end the game instead, so okay, I will rotate over. The Rourke's ult is immediately popped, but he turns and kills the Nakaroth. I throw my ultimate out, but the Jinnar flickers forward. I'm trying to make sure that my team can just kind of backdoor the base. They don't need to... the Jinnar is just, you know... Yeah, we're just stopping him. But it does not matter because the game is going to be ending in just a second. The Jinnar lives, unfortunately. Our team kind of just steamrolled them. Yeah, it was a great game, though. It was a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game as much as I did making it. Please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this type of content. And I will see you next time. See ya.